day, everyone. Terilee Harrison here, your speaker business development coach with Supporting Speakers Live. And I have a special guest for you all. One of my favorite peoples with us today. It's Latara Dragu. Latara, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I am excited to have you here. My speaker friends and colleagues need to know you. If they don't already, they might. They might already know you. But Latara's up to amazing things, everybody, and I want you to connect with her, follow her. I know that you'll be glad you did. And if it's all right, Latara, I'll introduce you a bit more formally. Does that sound good?
Sure. Sounds good.
All right, here we go. So Latara Dragu is an online marketing strategist, graphic designer, and IT consultant, helping coaches and entrepreneurs struggling with tech to create a strong online presence and attract their ideal clients while staying in their zone of genius. She worked for Dream Homes magazines for 18 years, climbing the career ladder only to be laid off during a COVID shutdown. She decided to branch out on her own and in April of 2020 started her own business, helping business owners and coaches pivot to the online space in the new normal. With experience in marketing, graphic design, branding, and publishing, she can help you with the tech and admin part of your business or help you launch your vision into the world. You know, welcome. And this is such a unique combination of skills you bring to the table when we talk about you being your online marketing strategist skills, your graphic skills, and your IT skills. And so that's why I tell y'all you need to know her.
Thank you, Terilee. That was a wonderful introduction.
Great to have you here. We're going to talk today, everyone, about how to become a client magnet. And I know that that's what we all want to be as speakers. We want to get our message out to the world. We want people to find us. We want the people. I say every day, I'm looking for the people that are looking for me, and I bet you feel the same, right, Latara? So let's dive into all the amazing things you have to teach us. So she's got three takeaways for you today, and the first is it's important to create a strong, professional online presence. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so it sounds kind of redundant because I'm sure you've been hearing this everywhere, but you really do need to create a strong online presence because now more than ever, I know it sounds like a cliche, but it really is true, you need to have an online presence. About 80% of consumers, probably higher at this point, but let's just be conservative, 80% of consumers and prospective buyers are going to do research on your business before they decide to buy. So that's why you want to make sure you have an updated website, you have social media presence, and you are not only on social media, but you're active. Otherwise, people are going to look at these things or the lack of these things and say, is this person still in business? I want to go to somebody where I can decide, what their reputation is and do some research about them and actually find them online. But if you're a ghost, then they're just probably going to go elsewhere. So that's why it's critical to make sure you have these things in place. And also, you want to have it look very professional. Terilee is the perfect example of having a very professional social media presence. She has this very crisp, consistent branding across her social media, all of her posts, all of her assets, and you have a beautiful headshot and you have something on your cover, your Facebook cover. I don't know how many people I've come across that don't even have an image there. And this is prime real estate. You want to see that header image as see it as your own personal website within a social media platform. So that's critical for the online presence part. Now, like I was talking about with Terilee, you do also want to make sure you're branded. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when I say branding, people think, oh, like a logo and a couple of colors. It's a lot more than that, people. And whether or not you're intentional about it, you probably already do have a brand. Mm-hmm. And one of the best descriptions I've ever heard of what a brand is a brand enters the room before you do.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of like how people see you, perceive you, your voice, your morals, your ethics, everything about you. You want to kind of expand that outward to create a bigger impact, and people recognize that, they attach themselves to that. You start building a base of raving fans when you can successfully create that brand awareness. And it's people are connecting with you, but they find that message within your branding, and that's where they align, and that's why they start following you. So that's why it's critical to have brands.
Oh, whoa. And where do you suggest, like, let's say people are like, oh, I haven't even thought about the branding. Where do you suggest they get started?
That's a really good question. So you want to make sure that your branding is authentic, and you have to do a lot of inner work to try to pull that out of yourself and figure out a way to express that outwardly. So I hate to toot my own horn, but reach out to me if you're having trouble with your brand.
Well, I was going to go there. I think that connecting with somebody like yourself would be really critical if you've not thought about it. And I'm sure you even have your own people can look for you and follow you and see your own things to be able to be inspired, right? So yes, it's okay to toot your own horn and invite people to connect with you. Yes, that's why you're here. That's why I wanted you to come here. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. All these things are important. That online presence, your branding, and we could do hours of talking about branding, right? But I liked what you said. That the top takeaway to becoming a client magnet is to create great relationships. Can you tell us some more about that?
Yes, that's my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want you to think of online marketing as is you are having a digital conversation with someone. If you post something on social media and then somebody comments on it and you reply back to them, and then if they're not already a friend, they might friend you, and then they might start messaging you and you might start messaging them, and then you might have a Zoom call with each other. And then they might download your lead magnet so that they're on your mailing list. And now when they're on your mailing list, your emails going out to them is a continuation of that conversation. So just think of it as it's this ongoing dialogue. You want to engage with the prospects, and you want them to engage back with you. So you really are building these relationships, and that's why it's critical that you have an authentic brand, because you don't want to be phony.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to attract the wrong people, and then once they once they realize that you're not congruent with your own messaging, that they're going to just they'll be turned off. So that's why it's critical to go into these dialogues authentically and naturally, and not force a sale right away, because you want to build that rapport, which is absolutely critical. And I've learned that from Terilee and Eric Lawfilm. So they've kind of helped me build my brand as well. So it's a reciprocal relationship. And I've loved getting to know you, Terilee. And it's just extraordinary to watch you evolve online and through all of the interactions that we have on all these events that you're holding, which is another way to have a conversation, because you're the speaker and they're the audience, but it's still a conversation.
I love that. I appreciate you using me as an example in some things, because sometimes we wonder, would I be an example or would I not? So I appreciate that. And if I could, for the speakers that are going to be watching this, I want you to know Latara is extremely talented, and we've talked about some of the things she does, and you can add more to the list, but I know that she can help you with your funnels. I know she has her own summits. She's very connected and probably can connect you in the summit world also. and on the publishing side as well. So what did I leave out? What did I leave out? If you want them to know what you can help them with, what else did I leave out?
Oh my goodness. Try me. That's what. If you have a gap in your business or your marketing or your branding, reach out to me. Let's start that conversation. I'd love to get to know you and find out how I can be of assistance in helping you get unstuck and move your business forward and expand your brand.
She'd be a great person to talk to everyone. So I highly recommend you connect with Latara. And would you tell us about your lead magnet? Tell us a little bit about what's happening. And for everyone, you don't have to scramble and write this URL down. It's in the post here. So tell us a little bit about what you have for people.
Sure. So it's avoice.online, and I'm giving you a cheat sheet, ebook, and masterclass on creating a strong online presence. And I go over 6 key factors that you want to follow to have your online marketing be strategic and not just random shotgun style marketing.
That sounds awesome. And I love that combination. A cheat sheet, an ebook, and a masterclass. I've never heard anyone say that they had that for people. That's awesome.
Well, thank you.
That's awesome. And if you wouldn't be mad, I might do a version of that.
No worries.
Okay, I got it from you. That's an amazing lead magnet, really.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I'm
that.
not surprised. You guys can tell I'm a fan. So, Latara, I just want to thank you so much for popping in and allowing allowing my connections to get to know you better, and for the nuggets that you dropped for them. And again, everyone, I invite you to connect with Latara. And as we close out, if you are not already part of our free group at Supporting Speakers Everywhere, I want to invite you to join us. We would love to connect with you, whether you are a new emerging speaker or a veteran speaker wanting to connect with other speakers, and we would be delighted to meet you, connect, and network with you. So everyone, I am excited to just wish you all a fantastic week. We will see you next episode. Thank you, Latara. Thank you all. And we'll see you next time at Supporting Speakers Live. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.